Good afternoon and welcome to Mr. Mayor's Book Chats. So this week we are live from the book fair. All week going on, so hopefully you can come down and pick out some new favorite books. Today, since we are in the spirit of Halloween, I'm going to talk about a few books that are available at the book fair, but are also a little bit scary. These are books that I haven't read yet, but Scholastic has sent them to us. First one is called R.I.P. by M.C. Ross. And it's about a girl named Ashton who's on her way home from school. And she's riding the bus and she looks out the window and she sees something kind of odd, something wrong. She notices that there's an old abandoned house and she sees what looks like a person inside it. And it looks like the person's staring right at her. And she's obviously a little bit freaked out. And if that wasn't weird enough, she starts receiving some kind of eerie messages that only she can read. Her friends don't see them, but she does. And her friends are just kind of wondering what the heck is wrong with Ashton? Why is she seeing these crazy things? Is it really there? So Ashton has to figure out who or what was hiding in that creepy old house. Why are they sending these messages? And it's up to her to figure all this out. And the kind of cool thing with this, it comes with a little UV pen. And in the book, you are able to see some of those messages that Ashton sees using this pen. So check that one out. You might like it. Another one available at the book fair is called The Fear Zone. And the cover kind of looks like it. And the story kind of sounds a little bit like it as well. But it's about a group of five classmates that receive these mysterious notes that say, you need to come to the cemetery on the night of Halloween. So they all kind of go there. They're a little apprehensive about it. And once they get there, they see that a gravestone is vandalized. And it looks like there's some fresh dirt around it. So they dig a little bit and they find this tin. And they think, oh, it was just a prank. Somebody was just trying to scare them. But it's no prank. And now as the days go on, weeks go on, they find themselves haunted by their individual deepest, darkest fears. Excuse me. And they have to figure out what the heck they released when they went digging in the cemetery. Another book by the same author is The Collector. And The Collector is about Josie. And she's always liked going to her grandmother's house in the country. But when her mom loses her job and they're forced to actually live there, she realizes she doesn't like the country all that much, especially because her grandma has these kind of strange rules about making sure that all the windows are closed at night and making sure that they don't bring any dolls into the house and never ever go to the house in the woods behind their yard. But soon enough, Josie starts going to school there and meets a new friend, Vanessa. And Vanessa eventually wants her to come over to her house, and Josie's all for it. She wants to make this new friend and hang out with Vanessa. And she doesn't question Vanessa much, not even when Vanessa takes her into the woods and down the old dirt road toward the very house that Grandma Jeannie had warned her about. And as Josie gets caught up in this friendship, kind of scary things start to happen with some very creepy dolls. Next one is called Lie to Me. And this is about a girl named Amelia. And the book opens up her waking up in the hospital, recovering from a near-death fall that she doesn't have any memory of. But she's a little suspicious of what happened. She wants to find out what happened. And her friends and her family and her doctor insist it was just an accident. But Amelia is sure she remembers being pushed. Then a little bit later, another girl is found nearby, one who fell but didn't survive. So Amelia's fears suddenly feel very real. And with the help of her new boyfriend, they start investigating and trying to piece back her memory about who may have pushed her, who may have, be trying to hide this. And she has trouble telling who can be trustworthy, who can be trusted, and who might be or must be lying to her. And the closer she gets to the truth, the more terrifying her safe world becomes. And then the last book I'm going to talk, this is an old book that I remember reading when I was young. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It's just a collection of short little stories that are kind of fun to scare you a little bit. Some of them are scarier than others. This is made into a movie that you may have already seen. But if you like scary stories, check this one out. So I hope I see you this week down at the library. Hope you can find some new great books. Enjoy.